Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Law Days with Reshma. Today we are here to discuss major Indian judicial decisions regarding a person's right to die and whether the right is included under Article 21 of our Constitution. Before moving on to the relevant cases, let's discuss Article 21 and Section 309 of the Indian Penal Code. Article 21 of the Constitution says that no person shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty except according to the procedure established by law. Now, Section 309 of the Indian Penal Code says that whoever attempts to commit suicide and does any act towards the commission of such offence shall be punished with simple imprisonment for a term which may extend to 1 year or with fine or with both. Now coming to the relevant cases. The Bombay High Court in 1987 in the case State of Maharashtra versus Maruti Sripati Dubal held that the right to life guaranteed by Article 21 includes a right to die, and consequently the court struck down Section 309 IPC. On the other hand, in 1988, Andhra Pradesh High Court in Chenna Jagadishwar versus State of Andhra Pradesh held that the right to die is not a fundamental right within the meaning of Article 21, and hence Section 309 IPC is not unconstitutional. In 1994, a division bench of Supreme Court in P. Ratnam versus Union of India, agreeing with the Bombay High Court's decision in Maruti Sripati case, held that a person has a right to die and declared Section 309 as unconstitutional. The right to live includes the right to terminate one's life. A person cannot be forced to enjoy right to life to his disliking. The court stated that Section 309 deserves to be effaced from the statute book to humanize our penal laws. It's a cruel and irrational provision and may result in punishing a person again who has suffered a gun. Attempt to commit suicide has ceased to be a legal offence in most countries. However, in Gyankaur versus State of Punjab, a 5-judge Constitution bench of the Supreme Court overruled the P. Ratnam's case and held that right to life does not include right to die. It was held that right to life is a natural right embodied in Article 21. But suicide is an unnatural termination of life, and it is inconsistent with the concept of right to life. The court accordingly held that Section 309 of IPC is not violative of Article 21. Now, coming to the current status, although Section 309 is still in effect, the Mental Health Care Act 2017 has restricted its application. As per the provisions of this 2017 Act, notwithstanding anything contained in Section 309 IPC, any person who attempts to commit suicide shall be presumed, unless proved otherwise, to have severe stress and shall not be tried and punished. Now let us discuss about euthanasia in India. Euthanasia is a practice of intentionally ending life to relieve pain and suffering. In Aruna Ramachandra Shanbhag versus Union of India, a writ petition was filed by Ms. Pingi Virani, claiming to be the next friend of Aruna Ramachandra Shanbhag, to let Aruna die peacefully. Aruna, who was a staff nurse in King Edward Memorial Hospital, Mumbai, was attacked on 27 November 1973 by a sweeper in the hospital. She went into a persistent vegetative state. The court rejected the petition for passive euthanasia. However, the Supreme Court made guidelines to be complied with in such cases. Now, on a public interest litigation filed by an NGO, Common Cause, Supreme Court in 2018 declared that right to die with dignity is a fundamental right.